It's Thursday the 13th of July 2023 and I'm at Downe village in the London Borough of Bromley to do a circular walk from here. This is St Mary's Church, Downe. After walking along Luxted Road for a short distance, we take this footpath off to the left. The path comes to this field and we follow the edge of it with a hedge on the left. At this point we take the path to the right. Up there. The path continues into another field. There's aircraft noise from the Biggin Hill airdrome. Over to the right through the trees there's a view of Downe House, which was Charles Darwin's home for 40 years. This is open to the public to visit. The path turns to the left and is enclosed by fences. We are now going to traverse two sides of this large cropped field. Now on the other side of the field, the path continues straight on across the next field. After a hedge section, the path continues between fences. We come to the hamlet of Luxted and go down that track you can see off to the left across the road. Now on this narrow path next to a field, showers are forecast for today and it looks like one could be arriving soon. We now go to the left, across this stile and along that tunnel of a path. It has just been raining fairly heavily. I've got my waterproof on. We come back to the road we saw at Luxted, cross it and continue straight on. Light rain is still falling. We're now in woodland, as you can see, and the sun is shining. We're now descending quite steeply through this woodland. The path is now stepped. Very peaceful here. The path is extremely steep. Still stepped. Now at the bottom of that descent we're coming to this kissing gate. And there's the path continuing through the grass of that field. Great views all round in this field. We're heading towards Cudham. And there's the path continuing ahead. A short while ago we went downhill. Now we've got to go back uphill. And there's the view looking back. Now we've got a step path through woodland going up, but I don't think it's far because I can hear the road. I've just turned left along the road, and at this junction we need to go right. Now at the church of St Peter and St Paul, Cudham, and the walk goes through the churchyard. At the end of the churchyard we have to cross this playing field. At the other side of the playing field, the path becomes enclosed. We now come to these fields with a reasonable view ahead. That's looking back, looks like some more rain on the horizon. We come to this lane and turn left along it. We leave the road by this path which crosses a narrow field to woodland by the look of it. We now turn left along this path along the edge of the woodland. Eventually the path enters the woodland and starts to climb. Some glorious woodland. Best place to be at the moment because I think more rain is approaching. We come to this road but we don't go along it. In fact we turn left along this path here. And it's signposted to Green Street Green. There. The wide path enters more woodland. The path now crosses this field to more woodland. We're now in a strip of woodland leading to high wood. We're now walking along the edge of high wood, along this wide bridleway. There's just been a very heavy shower, which I really miss because the woodland provided cover, but I can still feel it's raining. The path is stepped, going downhill, heading into a valley. We're now crossing the valley. There's the path and more views. This is a glorious walk. On the other side of the valley we enter Broome Wood. We're now walking along a narrow strip of woodland that links Broome Wood with Foxbury Wood. We're now in Foxbury Wood. We come to this path junction and bear to the right. And go uphill between fields. Heading steeply downhill again at this point. Nice little view over to the right. I don't know whether you can hear it, but it's now absolutely pouring of rain. I'm sheltered from it in this woodland at the moment. We come to this road and go straight on, and the rain has stopped at the moment anyway. We've just been walking along Snag Lane. We're now at the road junction at Hazelwood, and we take a path through that kissing gate you can see opposite. We now take a path running parallel to the road. If it rains heavily now, I won't be sheltered, and it is starting again slightly. We now turn left along this hedge bridleway. As you can see, the weather's improved, although I can see more black clouds on the horizon. Over the hedge on the right, as you can see, there's a great view. This path is pretty overgrown in places. As you can see, it's overgrown. The path eventually enters Cuckoo Wood and is no longer overgrown. Still heading uphill on this wide bridleway. At the top, the path continues ahead. We're going across the High Elms golf course, and you know that golf courses are not my favourite because directions can be a problem. But as you can see, this path looks pretty obvious at the moment. Remember all that climbing a short time ago? Well, we're now descending. We come to this road and take the footpath opposite. There's also a bridleway, but we take the footpath. The path enters some woodland. We're still on the golf course, by the way, and this section of path is part of the London Loop, the whole of which, the entire long distance footpath, is available to view on my channel. I told you that this path was part of the London Loop. We come to this road and turn left along it for about 100 yards. We now turn right along this path, which is known as Bogey Lane. It's still part of the London Loop. Shortly we bear left off Bogey Lane up this stepped path, which is also the London Loop. Up there. Continuing along the path. Eventually the path descends and rejoins Bogey Lane, which we're now on again. We come to this narrow lane and continue ahead along that footpath through the kissing gate. The path crosses this field. We're going through the gap in the hedge and the wind is picking up. We leave the fields along this enclosed path. We come to this road and turn left along it back into Downe. Now back at Downe Church, and that's the end of today's walk. Thank you for watching, and there's the bus. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much.